us a question, we will try and get it answered here on the show. We've got Robina with us now to talk about all sorts of things. We go through his parents. The first one is potty training. This is Christy. So Christy started potty training her 2-year-old last week. They did bare bum for 2 days, no accidents. And then on the 3rd day, she put undies on her and she had an accident, so in her underwear. So she's looking for any tips to remind her that undies are not diapers.
But I think she was saying, wasn't she, that she only went, did she just go poo?
She would announce she had to go and run to the potty. On the 3rd day, I put undies on her. She had no pee accidents, but both bowel movements were in her undies.
There, yeah, because I read that up before obviously we got here. And I wanted to say, first of all, that's not unusual. But what I see happening there is she hadn't had a bowel movement on day 1 or 2.
Right.
Okay,
well,
so
she didn't have an accident, so yeah, maybe she didn't have a bowel movement.
She may not have had a bowel movement, so it means that she may have been holding her bowels for those 3 days. Obviously couldn't hold it any longer.
And let go.
So once she got that, when she got the fabric, hit the bum, and it's like, hey, let go. I wanted to know this is not unusual and you shouldn't push the situation.
Okay.
Yes, have her involved in helping clean it up, okay, but she has to know it could be a control issue because, you know, she's potty trained. It's not unusual for a child to sort of hold their bowels for a couple of reasons. Fear. It could be fear. They go to the toilet, they're losing a part of them, and they're not sure what's happening. And children fear that. They actually fear going number 2 on the toilet. Secondly, it could be control, that this is something she has complete control over. So if you move forward and you put too much attention on it, it can really escalate. Let me tell you, Tracy, there's a lot of children at Sick Kids Hospital with exactly that problem. They hold their bowels all day. They hold it for days until the bowels leak. So this has to be handled with the utmost sensitivity.
Okay, so don't make a big deal out of it. And does she go back to the training she was doing before?
If she needs a pull-up to do number 2 in, give her the pull-up.
Okay.
She will come around in her own time. Don't push her.
Okay, fair enough. This is a discipline question. It's from Sierra. So my 5-year-old is wild, hard to manage, purposely hurts his brother and doesn't listen. Do you have discipline tips for her? Sounds like a tough one.
You know what? First thing I want to look at is why is he acting up like that? Children don't act up like that for no apparent reason. And the fact that she says a younger brother, the first thing that comes to mind, and I could be completely wrong, we just don't have the info, is she spending too much time with the younger one and not enough one-on-one time with the 5-year-old? Very, very common, because a child will start to act up a lot and even have these little outbursts of rage if they're not getting that one-on-one. So the first thing I think you need to look at is that.
Okay.
Secondly, introduce a consequence jar, because I think when you get to a certain age, consequences don't come to you quick enough. And you always, you're in timeout. Well, you know what? Timeout doesn't always work. At 5 years old, they're so past that. So you've got to start thinking, you know, what discipline can I introduce to him? So things like, it could be you going to bed 30 minutes earlier. And you know what? If it escalates, it becomes 1 hour earlier. Well, we don't want him to go to bed with dinner. But, and then you could do you know, if he's using a tablet, no TV, no tablet. You could encourage him to do certain things. If he's being mean to his brother, he has to do something nice for his brother that day. So these, you know, you can put them all on little notes, put them in a jar, and he has to choose one of those disciplines from the jar. But again, you need to think ahead and think what it is that you can use at that time.
Could it be a tiredness thing? Could the 5-year-old be tired?
He could also be very tired. JK's just started, so he could be cranky, but I don't like the fact that he's mean to his brother.
I know.
Wait till that brother's big and he's going to be mean back.
You don't want that. Great advice. Remember to give us as much detail as possible when you send in your questions. Let's go to break. We've got more coming up.